Religion and Realization by Diamond Picked Up in the Street, Episode 20. Diamond's Yogic Interpretation on Sri Ramkrishna's Metaphors from the Gospel of Sri Ramkrishna based on his own lifelong divine realizations. March 1882. Place Temple of Dakshineshwar. 29. Always remember God and talk his glories, said by Sri Ramkrishna. Diamond says, Sri Chaitanya always used to repeat the name of God, Krishna. Nobody knows the real name of God. Ascribe any name to God and pray with sincerity, and the response is sure to come. You will find that God will come out in the form as described by you, and he will talk with you. These continuous repetitions of God's name will bring the tongue in touch with the roof of the palate. This soft heart between the tongue and the palate will create and start yoga, transformation. God is in the body in a dormant condition. He is to be awakened. In other words, manifestation of God may come in this way. There are 2 points in the body from where the transformation may start. Softly to clap one's hands and utter God's name, or to repeat God's name, and thereby the tongue will continually touch the roof of the mouth. Both in the morning and evening, repeat God's name by clapping your hands, said by Sri Ramkrishna. 30. Every now and then, pay visit to God's devotees or holy men, Sri Ramkrishna. Diamond says, who is a holy man? By a single utterance of God's name, the man who gets himself transformed into God is a holy man. In meditation, a man is transformed into God, but it is slow measure. To be transformed into God at every moment denotes perpetuity to remain in the state of being God. The man who has seen God is also a holy man, but not in full measure. Who is a devotee? The man who has seen the mannequin form of God, that is Manusratan, in him and carries the Manusratan all along his body is a devotee. God is in the body, and in the body he himself assumes the form of a devotee and repeats the name of God by clapping his hands. And here God, God's name, and the devotee meet, unite, and become a triad, that is avatar. 31. A maid in the household of a rich man is very particular to do her duties, but her mind is fixed on her own home in the native village. Sri Ramkrishna. Diamond says, maid is body, household of a rich man is this world, own home is God. You are a mere spectator and passerby in this world of grandeur, and you should be remembering that you have come from God and you belong to God and you must return to God. 32. First get your hand besmeared with the oil of divine consciousness, and then set your hands to other work in the world. Sri Ramkrishna. Diamond says, oil is the symbol of bhakti in the first instance. Oil is Chaitanya or divine consciousness in the second instance. The first symbol of Chaitanya is honey, and Chaitanya itself looks like a brilliant red light. The oil of divine consciousness is Chaitanya, that is Tattva-Gyan, that is no ego consciousness, but a perpetual consciousness of God. For a man to live in this state is merely to live for speaking about the manifestation of God and the sportive forms of God already realized and seen, and furthermore to witness God's all other sportive forms which are to come. 33. If you like to have butter, then you let milk set into curd in a byplace. If milk is taken every now and then, it won't turn into curd. Next, you set aside all other work, sit alone in a secluded retreat, and before the sun rises, you must churn milk, then only butter may be had. Sri Ramkrishna. Diamond says, butter means God, Atman. Let milk set into the curd in a byplace. It means to be done. The mind is to be withdrawn from the world and to be kept confined in the body. You must not see such thing, touch such thing, and hear such voice as may agitate your mind and create the least disturbance in your blood. If these bindings are not rigidly observed, then milk will not turn into curd. Before the sun rises means within 24 years. In full bloom youth, that is 25 years, the butter comes out. The body must be in an unsullied condition, both inside as well as outside. The age must be within 25. You must be giving away the body. That is, you must be separating from the body and get your animal life transformed into God and for good. Kundalini or life power is the churning rod. She makes her way into the cerebrum and by soft dancing softens the cerebrum, making room for God, and ultimately God comes out.